Hey everybody, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net, here with another weekly video podcast. You know how they always say, like, oh, don't stay inside and play video games, you should go outside and enjoy yourself, and don't just sit indoors. Well, right now, it is frickin' like 95, 100 degrees every single day. So I think that this is the perfect time to sit indoors in the air conditioning and watch TV and play video games. And don't go outside at all, unless you really, really have to. I want to start this week by talking about something that has the potential to be super duper awesome, and that is GaymerCon. That's gamer with a Y, which is hopefully going to happen next August. It's basically a gaming convention with a gay bent to it. You know, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, everybody is welcome. Even straight people are welcome, because, you know, we're not horrible and discriminatory. Although I know that some are, but whatever. That's a whole other thing. I think it's a great idea. You know, like, I would say that, you know, going to E3 and PAX East, you know, when I say I'm from Gay Gamer, people know the site, so, you know, PR people are like, oh, okay, great, let's show you this. But there is an awkwardness to it. Sometimes you don't know how people are going to react to it. I mean, mostly PR people are great, and they're just like, hey, we want to show you off our games, so they don't care exactly. But the idea of having a gaming convention set up that's focused on us is kind of awesome. And I really hope that it happens. They have a Kickstarter going, and you can go to Kickstarter and just type in GaymerCon. That's GaymerCon with a Y, and that will get you right there, and you can pledge some money, anything from $1 and up, and you'll get like stickers or whatever, depending on what level you pledge. You will get sometimes tickets to the show, whatever. And I kind of hope that it happens. And then I kind of hope that I can afford the plane ticket out to San Francisco so that I can go to it. Because I feel like we need to be there. So, go to Kickstarter, help make it happen. Next, I want to talk about Tales of the Abyss, which I'm enjoying, surprisingly. And I say surprisingly because of one aspect of Tales of the Abyss that is just not clicking with me. I wanted old school RPG, and that's exactly what I'm getting. The characters are great. There's a great sense of humor to the whole game that I'm really enjoying. Like, characters that are annoying, other people react to them as though they are annoying. So I enjoy that. I will say that the plot is the typical JRPG, overly convoluted political stuff, and I can't follow exactly what's going on between these two warring kingdoms. Everyone has like 5 different names, because they have names, and then they have titles, and then sometimes they call them by like part of the title, and sometimes part of the name, and sometimes they get a little confused as to who they're talking about. But overall, it's very well paced. It's not too much story and too little action, or too much action and too little story, because my problem is a lot of RPGs, sometimes you end up spending so much time grinding in dungeons or in the world that it takes you so long before you get to the next story point that you're like, wait, who are these people? Wait, what was the point of this again? I forget. Because I don't have the time to sit down and play the game for like 5 hours at a time. So, you know, I'm playing it on my commute. So, but it's really well paced, and I'm having a good time with it, except for the combat. I feel like there's something about the combat that I'm just not getting, because to me, right now, like, you have an attack button, and it's like a fighting game. It's a fighting game, basically. You have an attack button, a block button, and a specials button. And the special attacks depend on which way you're moving the thumbstick. It does a different special attack. You can also assign special attacks to the touchscreen. So basically you get into battle and you just start mashing buttons. And there was a whole thing about how, oh, well, when there's a colored ring, if you stand inside the colored ring, you can do a special, but it'll transform your special. That's yet to happen. I guess they're not syncing right, I don't know, or I'm doing something wrong. But like every time I do a battle, it's like just button mashing. And I mean, it goes quickly enough that it doesn't, I mean, it's a little lame, but it's not horrible because the battles go by really quickly. I just miss the whole, like, turn-based battles where you had to use some strategy and look and see, okay, this person's going to attack next, and I'll have them do this to set up that, and, you know. But I will say I am not a fan of strategy RPGs, because then it becomes too, like, I don't want to have to worry about, like, moving people around on a board and then, you know, that sort of thing. Like, the Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing, it's not, that's too much in the strategy, turn-based strategy stuff. I need it to be like a regular RPG that just has a turn-based combat system. So if anybody has any advice on understanding and clicking with the Tales of the Abyss battle system, let me know in the comments. Of course, I'm actually afraid that people are just going to comment and go, no, that's the battle system, it's just button mashing. Sorry. But I'm having a great time with it, it's very enjoyable, even with the combat being weak and kind of lame. And it's what I wanted. It's not groundbreaking or innovative, but it's fun. I wanted an RPG, and that's just exactly what I got. I will also say that I was slightly tempted, oddly enough, because Target was having a special on the PS Vita where you got a free copy of Uncharted with it. And I think GameStop had its own deal where, like, you got a free game, but not Uncharted. It was, like, one of 4 other games that you could get with it for free. And I was like, ooh. But then I thought, no, because I really want... I still haven't seen the game that's making me go, oh, I have to drop $250 on this system right now so I can play this game. And then the others that were like, okay. And I'm just waiting for that price drop where it's under, you know, when they drop it to $199, then I feel like, okay, now I can realistically think about getting a Vita. And by the time they drop to $199, there might be a better game to play that it'll make me go, ooh, I want to play that. Because the thing is that, like, I tried to justify it by saying, oh, well, you get Uncharted for free, so it's like $200 plus a $50 game, except that Vita games aren't $50, so that math doesn't quite work. But I was tempted, and I know I will eventually get a Vita. I just hope that the day I get a Vita isn't when they drop the price because they're not supporting the system anymore and there's, like, no more games coming out for it, because that'll be really lame. You know what I would love to see on the Vita? I don't know if you guys remember this, but many years ago, when the PSP came out, there were these rumors, and I swear I saw screenshots of it, of a PSP Elder Scrolls game. Like, it wasn't like Morrowind on the PSP, because that's crazy. But it was like it would be like an expansion pack, you know, on the PSP. So it's like a smaller game, a smaller kingdom you can explore. And I'm like, I got so excited. I was like, oh my god, I could play an Elder Scrolls first-person RPG on my commute to and from work. Oh my god, I will never need to do anything ever again. I will need no more books or other games or anything. The game never happened. I'm not sure why. I don't remember why. Probably technological limitations. But I feel like the Vita is so much more powerful. If Bethesda wanted to try to do a first-person RPG Elder Scrolls spin-off game for the Vita, that is a system seller for me. Like, I would buy it for $250 with that game. Like, I don't care. Like, that, I would spend whatever. But that's just me. Other people, I see Vitas on the subway, going to and from work. I see people playing them, and I'm sure they're enjoying them. Meanwhile, I just pull out my 3DS and play Tales of the Abyss. Or Theater Rhythm, or whatever. I'm going to leave you this week with something I forgot to include last week as part of my visit to Nintendo World for the Kingdom Hearts launch. But it's fine because it didn't fit in with Kingdom Hearts, because it's Zelda. Because upstairs, by their little museum display of stuff, I saw this really amazing picture that celebrates Zelda's 25th anniversary with a montage of... It's a collage of fan pictures that people sent in, and they arranged it, and it made just the coolest picture. So, I leave you with that this week. Enjoy. And if you are in the area, swing by and see it in person, because it's really very impressive. And that's it for this week. And I'll see you next time. Bye!